don't want it. What did you?
I never.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, the size of your fucking head.
I know.
How big is your head?
Oh, it's massive. I don't know how big.
How big is your head?
I don't know. Do we measure head sizes?
Is that thing wobbling behind him? Can we just kill that thing, Hannah? Because that just looks like there's something growing out of his back of his neck. I'm so sorry, ladies and gentlemen,
I can't
for
see
this.
it in the shot. Though.
Can you not?
No.
Okay.
I'll just go like this.
Yeah. Okay. You don't want to wear. Why is the headphone? Actually, can we just? Can people see how big your head is? By just.
Yeah.
No.
Like
So that's
Well,
like.
you can
slightly-
extend,
And
you
is
know.
that uncomfortable to wear it?
They extend. Usually they extend.
Yeah. Go on.
Yeah, of course. Like here.
Do you never wear?
Yeah. I never wear headphones.
We have to. We
Yeah,
have to
it's
buy headphones for people with big heads.
Wait a second. Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
That's it. No, don't wear. I'm just curious to see.
You know, that's all right, but
You don't like it.
I don't like it.
I don't like it because I'm a baby. Okay. Okay, just stick it down
No,
there.
all right.
And just make sure the microphone is pointed towards your... Okay. Jesus Christ almighty. The stress. Are you on, Hannah?
Yes, I think so.
Okay.
Just calm down, David.
Just calm down.
Calm down,
Or
dear.
do you want to introduce us, Jack?
What is it?
What's wrong?
There's no sound coming out.
There's no sound coming out of what?
Out of,
Just stop it there, Jack.
did you hear that?
Yeah, I hear it.
Can you hear it fully?
Yeah.
I
What?
can't hear it at all. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, welcome to the show.
Wait. Why can't you hear that?
I don't know. It's strange. Anyway,
Well, stop it. Stop it.
can you hear that?
Yeah, but you have to be.
Can you hear that?
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't hear that. That's very strange.
Where's your headphones plugged into, Jack?
It's
What happened?
What happened?
well, it'll be a
Fucking
talking discourse episode.
Okay, just introduce the fucking piece of shit fucking podcast.
this
piece
is
of
all
shit.
this is all staying in, isn't it?
Fucking useless piece of shit. You're supposed to be the sound man. You know, this is you have to get
Yeah,
everything. No, I'm fired. Okay, let's go. Just introduce us.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome a very happy show starring David McSavage and Hannah Andrews with special guest Martin Angolo.
And welcome to my incompetent princes who can't even figure out how to operate sound, and I'm embarrassed on their behalf. It's just a tragedy. Welcome, Martin.
Thank you.
Well, I think embarrassment runs in a family. We were embarrassed yesterday, but we're going to talk about it.
That's why it
later.
doesn't feel so bad, you know. It just feels normal.
Well, yes. Knowing that Martin was coming here today, me and Hannah watched all the episodes of last one,
Laughing.
laughing. Yeah.
But maybe we should first introduce our guest.
What's that sound?
There's no sound. Do you hear something?
Maybe that's instead. the
So I'm
sound
so
effect.
sorry, Martin.
I thought this was like going on Joe Rogan. Or something.
Yeah. No, but normally things are. Anyway, listen, it's fucked. The whole thing is fucked. But maybe this is the way. Anyway, look, Martin, let's just get straight into it. Did you see last one laughing?
Yeah.
Did you see all the episodes?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. They sent me a few in advance.
I
watched-
didn't. I couldn't watch it.
I watched like to see if I was, if I did anything. I watched like the first two. I was watching on my phone and I went, "Oh, this isn't good."
Yeah.
And then I went to the screening of it with a crowd, and it got laughs. People seemed to like it.
Yeah.
And, okay, I mean, it's one of those. If you watch it by yourself, it's like I think it's depressing.
Yeah. Well. At least you knew. Did you? When you say it wasn't good, did you think you weren't good on it?
That and the kind of show. What it's a it's a light show.
It is a light show, but yeah. It's yeah. I didn't. I feel. Well, look.
I think-
Also there's the dynamic. Like I know Martin, and I felt comfortable with Martin. I guess Deirdre Kane. But a lot of the others I didn't feel comfortable with.
But
I'm not sure if I
that's-
should even talk about it. You know that Danny Boyle film where it was called it was about it was set in India and it was Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and all his previous life experiences led up to this point whereby he's answering questions that he had direct experiences of, and it felt a little bit like that for me because like I used to be friendly with Aisling B and then we fell out. Right, and then I hadn't talked to her in ages. Then you won
Yeah, she was in your
Savage Eye.
side.
There was one time I think this is the last time she was recording, and I ignored her all day because I was going out with Fiona O'Shaughnessy, and I wanted to keep all my, attraction for women to Fiona. So I thought if I even looked at Aisling B, something might, out of my fucking mind in a codependent relationship. Madness. How could you even explain that? But from that moment on, Aisling we fell out. And, Irish people and the resentments, that's it. You just hold, it's like the definition of Irish Alzheimer's.
Maybe
You forget
she
everything
just
except your
doesn't
resentments.
care. That's what you think. She probably doesn't even care.
Okay, thanks, Hannah. Well, you see, because you're not Irish, you don't understand. Resentments are like golden nuggets of pure gold. Anyway, so that, and then what's that other one? Catherine Bohart, I felt hated me. And I was very nice to her anytime but I just felt that emanating, and she was there just to she was like a counterpuncher. She was just there on the sidelines waiting for an opportunity to fucking...
Yeah, but not only against you, against almost everyone.
Yes.
Like she wasn't playing nice part. She was against Deirdre O'Kane, trying to, tell her that she's old.
Oh, yeah.
And
Deirdre, there was some nice little...
Deirdre stood up on herself for herself.
Yeah, it was very funny.
She didn't let her get the upper hand.
No.
Even once.
So then Paul Tarlack, who I know, he was in the Savage Eye. I feel particularly annoyed because he commented on one of the things that I did, which wasn't that funny anyway. But for him to fucking criticize it, he was like a fucking dead fish floating around the pond of that thing. The fucking cheek of him. Sorry.
Yeah.
Lovely guy, Paul. You know what I mean?
Lovely
guy, lovely. You have to say, yeah. But actually,
I'm staying quiet because I might work with these people.
No. Whatever.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it was quite humiliating at the end, Martin. Me, you, and Paul. So there you go, Paul, Martin, and David. Now they couldn't fucking make people fucking laugh. What a pile of shit!
Of shame.
Like I've been a comedian for 25 years, and you can't even make people laugh. There you go. And the three of us walk out.
Yeah.
It was like walk of shame. Three large men walking together.
Yeah, it was quite sad, wasn't it? At the end.
But I remember I was trying to get you going or something, and I could just see there was just nothing. You were just an immovable object.
Yeah.
But also I wasn't being. Go on.
Well, I remember early on, I was watching it back on. Because we had a lot of interactions, a lot of chats.
Yeah.
And they didn't mention you being hypnotized.
Yes, that's right.
So you're just off for no reason.
Why didn't they mention me being hypnotized?
I don't know.
I thought that maybe there was some legal fucking reason or something.
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't have done it, or maybe that changes your personality.
Or it would set a precedent for future shows.
Yeah.
So I did. I talk about that I did talk about that.
Yeah.
So I went to 2 sessions of hypnosis.
Yeah, and you know what I think? It is a show that you have to take lightly, and you have to have fun. You look like you did not have fun. A lot of people did not have fun either, And you actually should have you have 2 chances. So you should have actually let yourself laugh once. So I watched all the episodes, right? And listen, these TV shows, they're formats.
Yeah.
They're tried and tested things, and that's why like a production company, like Darren Smith's production company, would take it on, because it's very low risk in terms of it falling on its arse, because it's being tried and tested in other territories. But on the same, it's a bit kind of, I don't know. We were all a bit sort of.
What's the crack with the rubbish bin? How did that come about?
Well, the rubbish bin idea, again, it was just an idea that I'd never really, I had this idea whereby, what was it? Oh, God. The rubbish bin, I was trying to solve the housing crisis. Yeah. And so, the future is small, so we all can live in these things and we can stack them up. And then I think I was trying to pretend that I was now living in this rubbish bin, and my neighbours were being really loud, and this is how you deal with them or something. But anyway, it was a very embryonic idea. And there's one thing dying on your arse in front of a small crowd, but on a global TV show. And then to cap it off, fucking Paul Tyler, who was walking around like he was in an old people's home, playing dad's jokes they're probably funny like for an hour in the Comedy Cellar in 1979.
That was what Catherine Bohart, she was always saying that they're old comedians, and can we bring someone who's temporary?
Contemporary.
Contemporary, yeah.
Well, she was there for that reason.
Yeah.
Before you got into before Laugh Out Loud Laughing, were you excited about it, or what was your thoughts going into
Well, I
it?
watched the other ones. They sent you watched the other ones, and I'd seen the Japanese one, which was proper extreme. But like I knew it wasn't going to be that level. I had no idea. Like even when I went in, I went, "Oh, this is proper." Like
Oh, you mean how
much money had been put into it.
Yeah. It was an extraordinary. There was this giant warehouse. I can't remember what part of Dublin, but they built this huge, enormous set.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a massive fucking production on millions and
It's
millions.
the most cameramen ever involved in like basically I know guys who work on sports and stuff, and every single camera guy was there with a camera, everything set up, and compared to any like RT show you do, it was like incredible money put into this, and it was very light. It was but you know what? It was fun. Like I don't know. I think I should have prepared more, or as we were saying afterwards, because we ended up doing a bunch of gigs afterwards where you were just like constantly at me going, "It's not going to turn out well, is it?"
But I think
holding my hand.
I think you probably, David, wanted to wing it. You didn't prepare.
Wing it.
Yeah.
Win it.
Win it or wing it?
Wing it. In a
Oh,
sense,
right.
like, I think that maybe other people prepare more stuff.
No,
Well,
I prepared. You
It was
prepared. I
prepared.
think maybe we were a bit too prepared. I just think.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
I think a mix of being overly prepared, because I was relying on, I have these things that I wanted. Basically, I thought I didn't think they'd be like I'd crack up comedians, but I thought like bringing double bass on it'd be a nice image
Yeah.
on a show for people watching
Right.
more than in the room.
Yeah.
I wasn't taking the game seriously.
Yeah.
I'm not here to. They're not going to.
Fuck! I wish I thought like that.
Yeah.
Don't take the game seriously. I took it way too. I
You're
was
just too
fucking hitting it.
competitive. Too competitive.
Well, I don't know.
Well,
Too
that's
competitive.
what I say.
I don't know.
You're supposed to have fun.
Yeah, but I kind of, you're all competitive and you got this kind of, but you can't perform in front of people who you don't like or who you feel don't like you. It's ridiculous.
But also, you have to make other people laugh. You've forgotten about the
Oh, and by the way,
most
excuse me,
important thing.
I looked at the show and I did make Emma Doran fucking laugh.
On a technicality.
Well, it was a technicality, but I was pushing her around on the bike, and she laughed while I was pushing. So I'm kind of. Well, they didn't make anybody laugh, but I did. I made somebody laugh.
You swung a sausage in her face or something.
yeah, that was the best scene.
Yeah.
Just cuts to you just wiggling a frankfurter
That-
in front of.
That was your
Doran's
best
face.
bit. You wiggled the sausage.
Listen,
Oh, that
I
was
couldn't
nice.
agree with you. And the thing is, at least we're aware that look, I'm very aware that it was. I mean, the last episode, Hannah, was.
I was, it was so painful. I actually felt in my body. I just was like,
what was it in particular? Was it when
and-
Bernard
and
O'Shea
the-
came on?
Oh yeah, and the Bernard O'Shea when he came on, and you just like forgotten that you were on a multinational
Global.
television.
That was the good part
television.
because it brought a bit of tension, a bit of
Yeah,
drama,
but like,
you
people
know.
were not aware what was going on.
Okay,
like,
well,
they
you know-
Karen brought Bernard O'Shea, who looked like from asylum seeker. I can't say it, like from the mental hospital, holding the guitar, just bare feet, like.
Yeah.
What was he all about? And then the game he introduced, and then your reaction, it was just like, well, what's going on? No one has a clue.
and this
It
is-
makes everyone so
Yeah, but-
uncomfortable.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. It was like, when life catches up with you or something. So there's Bernard O'Shea. Now,
and you
I was very.
instead of
Would you
just
stop
like,
fucking interrupting me? I'm so
Sorry,
sorry,
sorry.
ladies and gentlemen. I have one thought. Yeah,
Okay.
if you have a thought, I'm going to listen to it.
Sorry, I like.
And
you
don't
go.
bow your head down as if I beat you. Okay.
I'm just like Lady D, just like where there was three of us
No.
in a relationship.
I love Hannah. I respect her very much, and I'm being playfully bastardish.
yeah.
Okay,
You're,
look.
you're making Martin feel uncomfortable.
I don't like it when mommy and daddy fight.
So me and Bernard were very good friends. Maybe 15 years ago, right?
Sorry, all your stories start with me and this person were very good friends.
That's right. Me and Aisling B were very good friends. Me, who else did I fall out with?
Me and Bernard.
Bernard.
Paul Tyler.
Paul Tyler. I was
Paul.
now. Paul Tyler. We were
I
sort
gave
of
him a job.
we're acquaintances, and but no, we're friends, but we're not close friends. But anyway, Bernard and me were close friends, and God, this would it have been 15 years ago? I did the Kilkenny Cat Laughs Festival, and I fell out. I got kicked out. Something happened, but anyway, Richard Cook kicked me out of the festival, right? And then I did a street show, and I recorded all the people standing around me going, "Richard Cook's a wanker! Richard Cook's a wanker!" And then I projected that video on Vicar Street, and I was trying to get back at him. But literally, that was when Bernard cut me off as a friend, because I guess I've been shunned by the comedy community, and maybe his association with me would be bad for his. That's how it felt for his career or something.
So
but it was very
clever.
Let me finish okay. But what I'm saying, it was very hurtful because I was very friendly with Bernard. I thought he was very funny, loads of potential, and so we hadn't really. Well, we've met once or twice, but we hadn't talked. We hadn't hung out with each other since then. And so he comes on, "I love you, Dave." And I'm like, "You fucking cunt. No, you fucking don't. You fucking shithead. You absolutely don't fucking love me. And I'm not going to fucking play along, Amazon cunt." Dave, I'm your friend. Fuck off.
Possibly you could have made the biggest, sketch of your life, but you
Go on. How?
Playing with Bernard.
Point the camera in your face.
Playing with Bernard, making something out of the situation. I don't know. Be playful and funny. And you were just tragic.
How do you mean playful and funny?
I don't know. I'm not a comedian.
Well, what do you mean? Oh, in that situation?
Yeah, just not being just like, "Oh, fuck you, Bernard. I'm not your friend." Like, who cares what the reality is? It cares what you create. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah. No, you're
create.
right. Yeah, I should have just wrestled him to the ground.
Yeah, or whatever.
Oh, listen, that would have got everyone laughing if you started trying to fight him, like play.
You waterboarded Bernard O'Shea.
But even that's like I felt so restricted. I felt so conservative, and
That's what was great about that Bernard moment, was it was real.
Yeah.
And I think it was better than whatever shtick he was going to do.
But he's a funny guy, Bernard. He's harmless.
Yeah.
But like,
I think he did this series about the 80s.
Bernard and
it was funny.
Yeah.
Was it? I think it was funny. I didn't watch it that much, but I think it was.
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
Of course I didn't watch it.
It's in the thing
Bridget and Eamon.
Oh, Bridget
and
and Eamon. Oh, yeah.
It was good. I mean, for RTE.
It's my favorite show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was good.
For people who find Mrs. Brown's Boys a bit too highbrow, it's good. I have no issue with Bernard. I'm getting linked in with this now.
No, but
Martin, do you share any of David's kind of traits of resentment and general hatred?
No, I don't feel. No, I don't care. I think you're sensitive, David. Really.
Well, no, I think
interesting.
You have a good. You're well adjusted, and you're sort of breezy, and you go into the clubs, and you don't get involved in all the fucking drama.
Yeah.
Wasn't that fair to say?
Fair enough to say.
Yeah.
Don't get involved.
I'm just interested. How did you start your comedy? Did you just, walked into it, or because you didn't? I saw in the paper, you were a national paper receiving junior certificate with your mom.
Was I?
Yeah, I've got it here. We can put it in. It's like you were in the
Martin
paper.
was in the newspaper as a kid.
Yeah, as a kid. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I could.
No.
Okay, I don't know.
I'm gonna find it. You can talk.
Oh,
so
God.
you can.
God.
Oh, look.
We know a lot more about you than.
Oh wow, big day for the. Okay, yeah.
Shall
All right, I just did the junior cert,
Yeah, junior
and
cert.
they wanted a black kid in the paper. That's all that was.
What year was it?
That would have been third year. Yeah.
Third year, but what year? In the 20.
I've no idea.
I think you've triggered Martin for some reason. He's
So you you already there with Destiny.
I just didn't think you do research on this podcast.
What the fuck, Anna?
I thought we were going to lay it to Paul Tylak for an hour.
Yeah. But I love Anna's gone deep into the research. Now there's a picture of you. Is that an Irish speaking school?
It wasn't Irish.
Yeah,
speaking,
an Irish.
Cwell
So
still,
you're fluent in Irish?
I get. I'm not fluent anymore, but I can have a conversation just about. But my grammar's. I did one Irish language. There used to be more Irish language gigs around, but they were proper Gaelgores.
Yeah. I think it's
be odd.
awesome if you
with,
could do
with
it,
Aileen
you know.
McQueen and Eddie Malarkey.
I didn't do their one.
Yeah.
They offered it to me, and the money wasn't great. I mean, the thing with those Irish language gigs, that's where the money is. But I did one in November and in Mayo, and like it was all proper Gaelgores, and we thought it'd be people who are a bit mixed, you know, haven't done it in a while, whatever. And the host went up, you know, who here speaks Irish? Everyone's like, yeah, we speak proper Irish. And you're doing your stuff. You don't get heckled. Like, you don't get proper heckles. The heckles just correct your grammar. Like, I'm trying to do a joke here. It doesn't matter.
Can you remember a short joke in no?
No, not now. No, I've erased it from. People have offered me since gigs in Irish, and I just turned it down. Yeah, I went back to my school. I did a speech in my school to encourage kids to speak Irish. Yeah.
When was it? When was that?
I think I did that. That was probably 6 years ago.
You think your Irish was a bit more fluent?
There's a bit more. There's a few more Irish language gigs at the time around that. So yeah. I did an Irish language film, Frank and Rocha, and I worked with the director before. He liked my stand up. He was like, "I want you in this film. You'll be the comic relief in this film." And I can't act. You know, like even in Last One Laughing, you see people improvising and whatever. I can't join in with this. I can't do accents or anything. And he's like, you know, just be yourself, be fine. And there was loads of lines. So I haven't spoken Irish in a while. The casting people had to get me on tape. Went through the script, and then the director was like, "Oh, that's great." And then the casting people were like, "We'll get you back." And I met, I think Maureen Hughes is like a big casting woman, right?
Jesus Christ! Don't even talk about getting triggered. I told you about the Maureen Hughes story.
No, I don't.
Oh,
remember.
okay. We'll exchange Maureen Hughes stories.
But shall we finish this story? And
Sorry,
then
yeah.
Okay. Mine's a bit lighter.
No. I apologise. Yeah, you're so right, Hannah. You're so right. I apologise.
Hannah's done fucking weeks of research on these. Yeah. I met Maureen Hughes one-on-one, and she goes, "I saw the tape. You're not an actor."
Yeah.
And she's wearing like typical, like, you know, acting teacher, all black.
Oh, she's awful.
Oh, she was fine.
She's awful.
But wait a second, you will have your turn.
But anyway, she goes, I'll go through this line by line with you. And she can't speak Irish. And she's mispronouncing everything, trying to get this character down. And we spent about half an hour. And she goes, I've worked with everyone. I'll get you to act. And after about half an hour, she goes, I don't see it working out. But she did say, I really want you to get this part because I think it's very important we have more diversity in these films, you know. And she goes, I've got a mixed race child myself. And puts her feet on the table, and she goes, he has two parents, one black, one white. And she goes, my husband's black. And I said, I didn't think it was you, Maureen.
Yeah.
And she just stared at me, and it was just awkward. And it was just like, you better leave now.
She said like that.
she just
what the
I was trying to make light of it. She just like,
Yeah.
And then the next week, I got
trying
a call.
to show her sort of a bona fides, or it's a bit awkward.
It was a bit awkward, but I think that's acting in general. I think actors are strange people anyway.
Oh yeah, very much so. Yeah.
But anyway, at the end of the story, I got a call from the director a week later, going, "Yeah, I had to talk with the casting people. We've got a new role for you in the film. If the guy's called Martin, you've got 5 lines. Learn them and just say them." And that was my role in the film.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was.
It's very ignorant, I have to say, for a casting agent to say to someone that they can't act. I mean, no, it really is, Martin. Yeah. I don't like it.
No,
I don't like it at all, because you like I would use you in a heartbeat for your Martin-ness or whatever you have. I mean, I've said this to you a lot, that I'm going to sound, but you're very likable on stage. You've got immense likability, which is huge in acting, in fucking stand-up. I'm so angry now. I've lost the fucking power of speech. But how, whatever I come up with next, you're in it. You've got the part. Fuck that.
So we're gonna prove that Martin's
he's a great fucking
gonna be
dude.
in the movie, and he's
fantastic.
Gonna be himself. He doesn't need to act, and we're gonna just write the part for him.
Yeah,
I'm dizzy with anger.
Cut to Fabu D in the fucking thing.
And listen, so can we know how did you
Fabu D is a
walk
great actor.
into the? How did you start comedy?
Can I do my Martin?
Maureen Hughes. Do you have
So I was auditioning, and I've told.
Are you going to regret it?
No. I know that
It's already a regret.
Maureen Hughes has told a version of this story, and she's told. I don't know if she still tells it. Like at the drop of a hat, she dines on this fucking story, because I've heard it from various people.
Okay,
that
so
Maureen Hughes has been talking about.
You should tell your side.
Okay, so my side of the story was I think it was my first ever audition 20 years ago maybe. I go in, Maureen Hughes is there, right, and she's got the camera, and there was some kind of interaction. And she said, am I making you feel nervous? No, back then I was way more self-destructive than I am now. And so I said, and I said, yeah, you're making me feel like I'm being, I don't want to use the, or by a swan. It rhymes with vaped. You're going to use the word vaped. You're making me feel like I'm being vaped by a swan, right? I said that to her.
No way.
Yeah.
Did you actually said it?
Yeah, I said to her, yeah, you're making me feel like I'm being vaped by a swan. Right, vaped by a swan. And, but subsequently, obviously didn't get the part. Obviously, subsequently, she...
but did you audition?
Subsequently, she went around and told the story. Yeah, after I did the Savage Eye, and I got a bit of, profile. And she said, and David McSavage came into the audition, and he said to me, I hope you get vaped by a swan. I hope you get it. It's a massive difference between saying you are making me feel like I'm being vaped by a swan, as opposed to me saying to a woman, I hope you get vaped by a swan. It's dreadful.
Yeah, you would never say that.
So it's slanderous. Yes. She's creating, that's who David McSavage is. He's disgusting. And obviously it would have affected, casting directors or casting, because she's a big thing in the
casting
acting.
Word.
The actors sort of in her orbit, kind of Maureen,
Yes.
Their heads right up her arse, so she can fuck off. And you're right, actors, a lot of them are just little flibbity gibbet fucks with no opinion. And anyway, don't get me started.
The wrong opinion.
But that's okay. But by the way,
opinion.
it's fine. Actors are okay. You know what I mean?
Comment down below which story you believe.
But yeah. But
we'll take a poll.
But the point is, they shouldn't be as revered as they are, because anybody, a 5-year-old kid can act, a 95-year-old person can act, anybody can fucking act. It's not that fucking difficult, okay? And also, somebody's writing their fucking words for them. And, oh my God, Andrew Scott. Well, like in a real life situation, you don't need Andrew Scott. He's not going to help you. He's not an alpha male. It's baked into our DNA. We're tricked into believing that he's an important person. He's fucking not. Andrew Scott is not important at all. See ya. Good night. Good luck. And don't ever... brilliant actor. Let's do a fucking scene now. Come on. Fuck.
Okay,
Yeah, come on.
Go on.
What?
Just a scenario.
Yeah, I've lost my keys and you have them, and you're lying.
No, from Goodfellas.
We don't know the words. We're improvising.
Yeah.
Do you have my key? You have my keys, but you're lying. You don't. Have
you need to hire Martin as a diversity thing, and you're a casting agent. Go on.
Okay.
Where are my? I've been looking everywhere for my keys.
Did you look?
Are you sure you haven't seen them?
Oh God, my pockets are empty. Oh God.
Oh, why would you say your pockets are empty? Like, I mean, I didn't even think your pockets. Do you have my keys?
I don't think I have pockets.
That's brilliant.
That's good. Good acting, isn't it?
Yeah, tension. I love it.
He's got shitting himself, I'd say.
So the last one laughing thing.
Oh, can I just say about that as well? The last one laughing. What cracked me up throughout the whole thing was, if someone laughs or whatever, they'd stop the game, and the director would come in and basically give everyone cues for, like, you're going to do your bit in 5 minutes, 20 minutes. You have your prop ready, whatever. And you keep going up to Dave and go, just be happier.
Oh, that's right. Stephen Bradley, Deirdre's husband, was producing my stuff. Very nice guy, all the rest of it. But he knew I was just feeling like out of water, fish out of water. But he kept on coming up to me, Dave, you're a good man. You're a good man. trying to make me feel like a. But yeah,
like
I guess.
Counselor.
Look, I mean, what? Look, I was cast in that show. I was the last person in the last one laughing cast. So there was probably a lot of arguments. Oh no, we can't have him. So, and I got paid. There was 3 levels of payment. I got paid the lowest. I don't know. I'm not gonna. That's your business. But I'd say, like, Amy and Deirdre.
Okay, we don't need to go. That's quite boring. That
is it?
Is it?
talking about who got paid because you don't know, you just presume.
No,
Yeah,
I know
yeah,
there was.
pay us right, you know.
I know
Pay
there was
David
three,
right.
I know there was 3 layers of payments for
Yeah.
the thing.
Look, it was made very clear to me I wasn't paid as much as Aisling B.
Yeah.
That was crystal clear.
By who?
Well, it wasn't that no one made a clip, but someone did say, like, because there's a few.
Well, anyway, no, but
You don't need to
fair
say.
enough. Ashleen's a you
Yeah,
know,
of course.
she's
of course.
she's a star, and you know, well, Aisling was good. She was flitting around the place. She kind of got into the spirit of it. I think a lot better than certainly I did.
She earned her money.
Yeah. And you know, but I don't know. It is right in a way. This guy said to me, like, being critical of Last One Laughing is like being critical of a Christmas cracker. I would say it's like being critical of somebody who's not well. It's like it's not an intellectual, you know, it's not pretending to be anything other than just you know, like a little party game. Let's see who is the last one laughing. But definitely, I think if you take part in it, you really have to kind of be aware that, you know, not only do you not laugh, but you also actively have to make other people laugh. And the kind of things that make people laugh are, you know, are not the well thought out kind of routines, just silly shit, you know.
Yeah, yeah. And also, you know, the reviews were slating it, and but also online, like, I was expecting a huge backlash against it. Because anytime there's like Irish comedy in anything online, people assume this is going to be shit. And they're usually right. But this was, and even the fucking production company, they were resharing all the praise for the show. And one of them was, I wasn't going to watch this show because the review was so shit, but I watched it. It's actually pretty good. And they retweeted that.
Yeah.
It's got good reaction from the public, you know. It's not bad. Like, it's a funny show. Like, you know, it's fun to watch. It's a interesting concept and everything. But I think some people get a bit snobby and they feel like they're more intelligent if they don't like a show like that, you know.
Yeah.
Like, you read all that stuff. If you ever go on Reddit, like, people just hate on everything there, you know.
But for me personally, it was painful to watch because I just thought I was shite on it. I'm sorry to have, and that's fine. I mean, that's okay. But you know, I'm just kind of.
On Reddit, I read something. They were like, I wasn't sure if I was going to watch the show, but then I saw David McSavage was on it, and I thought, how's this going to work?
Actually,
how's this going to work? It doesn't.
There was some page that there was a lot of negative shit about me on something, and I can't remember. Reddit or something, and I was reading it, right, and you know, excuse me. Honey, you're sitting. And anyway, I forgot that I'd read it. And remember that day I'd read
It
it.
was the
And
last time.
remember that day you were saying, "What's wrong with you? You're not yourself." That's because I carried the energy of all that those negative reviews. It's really not smart to read all that shit, but it is quite shocking. You know, when you're there, he's a fucking cunt. He's insanely piece of shit unfun. I can't stand this bastard.
Yeah.
It's quite. Have you ever read anything like that? Or
No,
have you?
I try and avoid it. I don't take it serious. You can't take the compliment seriously, and if you, it's all ridiculous. I don't take the internet seriously. I don't think it's.
And I think those same people that are writing that, if they met you in real life, they'd be like, "Oh, hey, Martin, how you doing?"
Yeah, although I've met people who know people I know who've gone, I met him, he was a bit of a cunt in real life. Because I think if you meet someone, I'm always, you know, polite, and then you get a bit, you know, you take the piss.
Yeah.
That's your sort of, you know, you do comedy.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes people will hang around with you and they go, "Oh, you're great, you love your comedy," but they hang around a bit too long. I'm happy being a bit rude after a while. There's a courtesy. 3 minutes. Get your photo, whatever, and then you're like, okay, you're kind of eating into it. But you do it in
but you do it in a take the piss kind of way, which is I think kind of shows it shows a humanity, or it shows that you're. It's a way of showing affection in a way that you feel comfortable enough with the person. Where
doesn't always go down well, though.
Doesn't always go down well.
No, but then comedy is so personal, where people go, if they don't like this certain type of comedy, they'll go, "This is fucking the worst thing."
That's right.
But with music, people go, "I'm not just not into jazz."
But that is so right, Martin. That's the thing that I was watching. When you get comedy wrong, the hatred that you get is or is inappropriate. It people really hate it when you get, because they feel sort of instantly swindled. Like, I mean, I just saw that. The Last One Laughing, and there was lots of big spaces in it that were just like, oh god, It was pretty bad.
Yeah, but like, are you talking about yourself?
Yeah.
Or the whole show?
No, I'm talking.
What did you think of Tony's cat performance?
Well, that was funny.
I thought it was
good,
funny.
yeah.
I thought that you put, a lot of effort into it, and because this is the show where you have to. I don't know if you noticed that. You have to. Oh,
Sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to hit. I didn't mean to hit you that hard. Did I hit you?
That's abuse.
Did I hit? Do it like?
Not, but it's a shock.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We got that on camera.
Sorry.
David,
You can't edit.
You can't do it.
You can't edit that out.
But this is
He
the
basically vaped her with a microphone.
Oh my god.
I just set up
but
the
it's
super
like
on YouTube, so if you want to send some donations for Hannah,
for my teeth operations, and just I need to get a new one done. But anyway, this is kind of a show that last one laughing that you need to be silly.
Yeah.
A lot of sex jokes because like if you look back, so there was Amy Huberman having big tits. There's Jason Byrne having the fake nose talking as the penis with the balls. Him showing the ass. A lot of about squirting. You squirting the thing. It's all and I was just like surprised. The society changed so much that you can talk about sex and squirting and this and licking and no one really is like shocked or surprised or like it's very hard to be getting something new, which is like wow.
Yeah. It's like the younger people watching that. It's like they've like. It's not as big of an impact for people who are of a older generation, because maybe they just look at it and they're like, "Oh my God, that's ridiculous," and that kind of extravagant humor, People are more cynical and stuff.
Deirdre Kane came across very well, I thought.
Oh yeah,
Deirdre.
Yes. Like the Tony's cat thing was funny, but I'm glad I didn't do it. I wouldn't have done that. I couldn't have seen you doing that.
I could have done that. No, but you're right. Tony's cat thing was good, and
you should have dressed as a woman or something.
No, but I did. I put on fucking makeup.
Oh, yeah,
but I was doing it. But I was doing it too. I was doing it for myself. I've lost the fucking plot. Have no idea. And then like people don't realize we were in that room for about 10 hours, and and then like Jedward come out 7 hours in, and I'm like, oh fuck off. So I'm so rattled by these. Like it feels like you're in some psychopathic old people's home, and you're in a hospice. Come on now, Martin and David. Here come Jedward now for love, and you're going like, fuck you, fucking Jedward.
Apparently, we both had the same reaction when they came. The camera guy told me he could see the two shots, and we both went, "Oh, for fuck's sake!"
Jedward. It was like scraping the bottom of the RT barrel.
I know.
I mean, there is only a bottom on the RT. The barrel, there's just bottom. It's just variations of bottom in RT. It's rubbish.
Graham Norton.
I think from those scraps, you could have made great comedy.
I could have made great comedy.
Yes,
I know. You're dead right.
You could just come up and shove the whole cake in Jedward's face, stuff him up like a goose.
Yeah. That's the
you
thing.
Make what if you stuff the goose?
You're right.
You make foie gras.
Yeah.
No, but Hannah's right. Martin, when they
I'm a better comedian.
When they when they opened the thing, we should have just held it back on their fucking heads
and
just banging the fucking thing. Do you know what I mean? And going, fuck you.
What did they do with the Japanese one? Did they do some mad stuff like one guy gave another guy a wank or something? like some crazy
guy
stuff.
shoved something up his ass. And
But we should have literally just beaten them up. Or whatever, vaped them. No, we should. Yeah, but that's what I mean, Martin.
I know.
It's like I was imprisoned or something.
Frozen.
I was frozen.
Your brain didn't work.
No.
You were just like walking there, and you forgot.
It was like you were hypnotized.
And then I see Paul Tyler pulling out his fucking notebook. It was just anger, made me really angry. And then
be angry with yourself.
And then who else? Oh, Krista Berg. Fuck me, this tiny old guy. Coming out of a closet, lady in red. Fuck off.
Listen, like he was funny, but he was picked on because of his height. Like everybody. I mean,
it was much worse.
Can't you just come up with something really innovative. It's just about the height of the guy.
Oh,
He's
yeah, yeah.
really small, but so fucking wild.
Yes.
He's a great singer.
Well,
Everybody-
Yes.
Yeah, well, he was in there for longer. It was because they had to be. Darren was telling me we had to be kinder to him in the edit. So we're trying to get comments from people being nice about Crystal Berg because he was in the room and Jason kept going to him. I thought you were fucking dead.
Yeah.
To Crystal Berg's face. And Crystal Berg was like, apparently he walked in thinking this is going to be an RTE show,
Yeah.
whatever. And he walked in, he looked around and he went, "Oh, this is like proper.
Yeah.
Maybe I could do another song," because he did like 2 songs.
Oh, did he?
He did like Patricia the Stripper or
Oh,
something.
fuck off.
And they were like, "Oh, you only need to do Lady in
Yeah,
Red."
yeah.
And he was like, I'll do a medley." And he insisted on doing more because he thought this could
Oh,
bring
no.
me back. Yeah,
No, he didn't think that, did he?
I don't know what he thought, but yeah.
No, I don't know. But like, it was really, jokes a little below the belt, like to.
Ah, yeah. Of course.
You know,
Well,
that's what's going to make a comedian laugh, though. You have to be as inappropriate as possible.
Yeah, but it's not even inappropriate. It's just so obvious. He's just short and small, and so what?
Yeah. No, but I hear what Hannah's saying. That a lot more juiciness and creativity. We could have, we could have tied him up and put him in a
Jedwards were lost. I was just like, I can't believe it. Their
No, but
heads
you know what I mean?
are sticking out.
Stuffed him in the closet.
Yeah.
Or stuffed him in the locker.
Yeah, absolutely.
You could
But you know what I mean? Like we could have gone full on anarchy.
I know.
Yeah.
And I wasn't. I was all
And you
shut
were
down like a
so
fucking
middle class.
bitch.
You were
I was a
so
bitch.
middle class. Not a bitch. If you were a bitch, you would be funny. You were middle class, stuck up, frozen,
You were just eating the whole time.
and eating
I
like
was eating.
crumbs all over your face. I mean, like, what? Did you think I'm gonna eat?
stuff in your
the
face.
full value of what I'm getting here?
Did you feel frozen as well?
I did feel frozen. Well, I felt because I had these bits and I kept being told, 10 minutes and you can do this thing now. And then they do, we're bringing in, they ended up bringing in Jedward or whatever. You can't do your thing now.
Yeah.
Or, so everything kept, so in my head I'm going, okay, they want me to do this in 10 minutes, so I'll wait around, do nothing. And it never came, and I just stood around for an hour there doing nothing.
So Martin, you know the way when I came off the show, I kept on, I should have done this, should have done that.
Yeah.
What was there any bits that you think I should have said this or should have done this?
I had there was a few props and bits that I just sort of went, I should have went for that. But even when we did the thing afterwards, I didn't even know there was the locker room and all these props and
Yeah.
stuff you could grab. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
And like we were in a corner for ages chatting away. You were trying to do your mind tricks. You had these.
Oh God, yeah. What I was saying,
hypnotic-
when I say the word something, I'm going to make you laugh, and you're just looking at me. Go fuck yourself. And in my head, you know the way it's not fucking funny. It's stupid. Catherine Bohart. What Bohart? It's quite a strong name, Catherine Bohart. Anyway, she came up to me, and I think she had an ear bug, and she says, a little microphone in her ear that Graham Norton was giving her instructions, and he said to her, go over and say to David, the place is very messy or something. Now I just kind of I went like, oh yeah, well I think some people are. I should have been like, oh, you want to see fucking messy, do you? You want to see messy? Yeah, I'll show you fucking. You want to see messy? Messy. Yeah. This is, and then covered myself in butter and just gone buck fucking mental and writhed around the fucking floor like a freshly caught mackerel and shoving and going like this. That's fucking messy. You fucking fuck you. You know what I mean?
Can we redo the last one laughing?
You know what I mean? But instead, I'm just like a fucking frozen.
This show seems so good. I really want to watch it.
Just did the fucking dishes.
But I'm like a frozen piece of middle class piece of dead shit.
Yes, you were dead fish, middle class.
And then an A.B. Huberman with her fake tits, and did that at any point make you think you were going to?
No, but
I didn't know.
At least she owned that thing. At least she strapped it on and walked around and played with it, squirted and twist the nipples. If you have done half what she done, you probably would, gone at least one laugh. That you wouldn't be on the walk of shame at the end. Sorry. I was so embarrassed yesterday. So.
I had a bit where I was going to make a huge mess. So I made a chili very early on. I spent fucking 2 hours making a chili.
Chili con carne.
There was no sharp knives, so they were like, get in there, start chopping up and make a chili. And I only had a butter knife and I cut my finger really badly. So it's a big plaster on my finger. That was like in the first 10 minutes. I'm gone.
Oh, that's right. I saw that.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
I thought it was on purpose because you're playing the
No,
double bass.
So I ended up, they just going, quick, get that chili made. I've got a thing wrapped up, still bleeding. I'm getting blood in this thing and put it in a slow cooker. And they had a trapdoor, they were going to swap it around. And I was going to get this fake chili that was cold. And it had a fake bottom that I could drop in the middle of the floor and fall around and it make a mess. Right?
But
I know.
But what I'm saying is,
But like 4 hours in, someone gets eliminated, and Tony Cantwell goes, is there a punchline with this chili thing?
yeah.
And I don't know if we're doing it, and I'm just going, I'm just making a chili. I just made a chili for 5 hours. It's completely pointless. You're like, what the fuck was I thinking?
But yeah, we should have been much more proactive.
Yes.
Much more this, much more that. We
Yes.
should have. And it was also really embarrassing that I was following in the fucking wake of Jason Byrne.
Yes.
I mean, he was just picking up
Oh, yeah,
props.
yeah.
He was just
Oh,
picking up props, and then I started picking.
Shadow.
I didn't know what to do. I just looked at Jason and he was just picking up that. I didn't fucking pick up a sausage. Okay then.
I'm being a clown because you're being a clown.
Yeah. Embarrassing. It's so
I'm
embarrassing.
so embarrassed for you, David.
Hannah's referring to, we did a podcast with Phil Kay, and I had fucking lost. I had left my 2 really expensive shirts in Galway, and I was freaking out. And then I said to Phil, "Hey, I'm sorry about freaking out about those shirts."
Phil doesn't own an expensive clothes.
He
He's
walks
really
around
like
barefoot.
He walks around and he says, "Yeah, David, I was embarrassed on your behalf." Anyway, that's what Hannah's going. I'm embarrassed for you. That's her Scottish accent.
Yeah. Hannah, what did you think of the show? The actual,
it's not my thing. I wouldn't watch. That's why I had to watch it all at once.
Yeah.
And skip it intros and make it as short as possible. But I understand that someone who is a bit tipsy, light entertainment, someone in the background. You just might even skip to the end and think who won, and have a few laughs and see what they're doing.
Did you write one of the reviews? It sounds like it. I don't know.
But it became much more interesting because I didn't know that, let's say, that Japanese was such a hardcore, because then it would just because that was so like fluffy, like a spaghetti, fluffy. Neither this nor that. That joke with Anne Doyle, it was. I just didn't know. I don't speak Irish. I didn't know what it was all about. It was stupid. I thought.
Yeah, it was a bit like, this is going worldwide.
This is not like doesn't really make sense.
Yeah.
It's not funny because.
But I guess people are other comedians are afraid to be too critical of it because like actors, we're all desperate for work and getting money and so on. But I don't think. Sorry. What you were saying was that chili idea, but like, as you know, with comedy bits, they really have to be tried a lot of times before you're very sure whether they're funny or not. Yeah, and it's very risky to
chili. You could have feed that chili to Jedward.
Yeah.
I know. It was still boiling hot.
Well, it doesn't matter. Put some water in it.
No, in other words, we had Jedward. Yeah. I mean, we had them, and we just closed the fucking things, not let them out, wrap the thing, and just fuck them out of the show. It would have been the funniest fucking thing. You just they're in that thing. Just push them right out. Yeah. Let us out. Fuck off, you big idiots. Yeah. But anyway,
speaking of Jedward, do you think they're embarrassed themselves?
I don't think so.
No, not in the slightest. No? They're like there's certain comedians that go on stage, and even if they did a shit gig, I'm saying they'll come off. We did great. We did great. So their Jedward are just. We did great. Everything's great.
So there was a part where they were there and they were talking to someone and they were like, we're 32 now. They were just kind of like a kind of seriousness came over their face where they kind of had a moment of self-reflection.
But Jack, they're not comedians. They are just like what? They are like in the zoo,
they're just
like a circus. You guys.
No, they were in X Factor.
But I mean, Graham Norton said something like, "Are they going to still be doing this like 10 years from now?" Like,
I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny though when they said they called him Dad. Hello, Daddy.
Yeah.
It'd be funny. Graham Norton adopts Jedward.
Yeah, we got angry at because they're only meant to be in for like 12 minutes or whatever. He stayed for like an hour. And they had a whole bit. I don't know if you remember this. They had a whole bit on the stage where a writer had written a Jed talk, like a TED talk.
Yeah.
And there was all these like, oh, shit Jedward things, but Jedward were shitting on the bit, going like, "No, we didn't write this, guys." And the comics were going, "You fucking write something then. You're giving out about the material. You fucking prepare something, Jedward."
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like it was just awful.
See, that would have been funny to put on the show.
But
maybe.
there was so much negativity. I remember thinking as well, I think I was very negative. Like someone would do a stage bit and I'd shit on it afterwards.
Yeah.
And none of that's used because it's like...
Yeah.
we're all-
Oh, yeah, and that's another thing, Martin, that's a good point. A lot of stuff that was shite, and then they had these clips of people going, "Oh, that I couldn't," like generic
Yes.
kind of clips where people were reacting positively to stuff that was shite, which made, I mean, they cut it in a way that made everyone not look as bad as they could have, I guess.
Yes.
Which was decent of them, I guess. But even still, like in their attempt to make me look good, I was still shite. So can you imagine how shite I actually was?
I felt the worst though for Tony Cantwell. He had the most embarrassing moment in the whole show. I mean, maybe it wasn't the most embarrassing, but Amy Huberman was doing her mermaid thing, and then he came out as a lobster.
Oh yeah.
But then everyone was just kind of like, "No, that's not your." People were making him feel bad for taking her shine.
I think actually
that
though.
was wrong,
but I
actually.
actually do, that's a good point actually.
I felt bad.
Yeah,
for
but
him, actually.
I think everybody can identify with Tony Cantwell in that moment where they're trying to do something, and they can see that he had a real reaction where he lost confidence in what he was doing, and that's the game. So there's an authenticity to it. I don't think it serves him badly. I think he came across very well.
No, he did. Yeah.
I think it's a clunky edit as well because I think he came in singing some Little Mermaid song, whatever, and we kept being told you're singing copyrighted stuff.
Oh,
So it was
shit.
love.
And then when Shane Daniel Byrne, who I wasn't aware of, but that's the fact that I'm culturally ignorant is not a badge of honor. But he's funny, clearly very funny. But the way Tony Cantwell, it was like he was like fucking Jesus Christ has just come in. He was like, oh my God, he's gone. Who are you talking about?
But I think that I just look up and that's they have podcasts together, so they know each other.
Oh,
Tony-
And some other guy, I don't know their names, but they have they do some stuff together. So he was like ecstatic that he saw him, and whatever.
Yeah. I think Tony was also drunk. We're all drunk by
Yeah.
you weren't, but a lot of drinking. And I remember Tony, because he was shouting over, "Oh, Shane, he's hilarious." And I said, it'd be great if you could fucking hear him. Because he kept shouting. And at one point, it was near the end, Graham's trying to do the tension of like, Deirdre Jason is the last final sudden death or whatever. And Tony, I remember Tony going to Emma Dorn, "Oh, when's your next tour day, Emma? When's your next gig? We're filming a show here."
Yeah.
So it was very messy.
Well,
by the
it
end.
was messy, but also we were all locked into that thing for like 10
I know.
hours.
10
hours, 11 hours.
That's not that long.
When was your...
Not that long.
I love the way people like comedians say 10, 11 hours. That's a long shift. That's a normal shift because it's a normal. No, but I
Why
get
is there echo on your voice?
Hello? Oh.
Yeah, you pressed some button.
Oh, really?
Huh?
That's okay.
There's nothing there anymore.
But it was profound what Jack said. That's why the echo came up.
yes.
How come you got into comedy, sir? That's what everyone wants to know. Or is it a boring question? Is that a boring question?
Well, is there any like?
Did you do anything else? Did you go to university?
Get a fucking real job.
Or just like
No.
immediately?
You're
Yeah, I'm one of those horrible. I did it in college. I was like 19.
Which college?
At Dunleary. The course doesn't even exist anymore. It's
What
nothing
was
of
it
a course.
called?
It was like English Media and Cultural Studies.
I did something like that. Yeah, in Ballyferm. Anyway,
And I wanted to write stuff, like just comedy things, and then the only thing you could do is
From like early age, or
Yeah, right,
when did you feel it? Like all of a sudden, like that call.
what did you see that's awoken that spark in what did you see that you thought, oh, I'd love to do comedy or something?
I don't know, all this, all the good stuff from like the 90s, really. I don't know, like Vic and Bob and Harry Hill.
Vic and Bob and Harry Hill, they're so good.
Yeah,
I mean, that Shooting Stars show, it's just the
Amazing.
best. It
Yeah.
really stands the test of time, I think.
Yeah.
It's
All
very
the stuff
surreal
is-
stuff.
Yeah, all that surreal stuff stands. Yeah, but so I was never a big stand-up fan. But then it was like, if you write something, I don't know what to do with a script or whatever you write. And it's like, if you write stand-up, you can test your jokes out, see if you are funny. And did the first gig in the Halfpenny, the Battle of the Axe.
Oh yeah, with Tony Ferns.
Tony Ferns. And
Yeah,
it was the
thank
week,
for. Yeah, go on.
It was the week of. Remember they had those the RTE New Comedy Awards years ago.
Oh,
Sean
yeah.
Nolan won it. Remember Sean Nolan?
I do, Sean Nolan. Yeah,
He did
yeah.
these one-liners. He was very
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
But so it was the week of the fight. I'd been watching it on TV, and I thought everything. When you look up how to do stand-up, all the advice is from England, and it goes, "It'll take you 6 months to get a gig. There's so many comedians." And I text Tony. It was the only open mic. Text Tony Ferns, and he goes, "Are you around next week?" So I had to write a set.
Well, that's the great thing about Tony Ferns. He gave everyone an
Yeah.
opportunity. It was really good.
And sometimes you'd be on with like a poet and then a
Yeah.
singer.
What year was that?
This is like 10 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah. And it was the week of the final of the RTE thing. So everyone who was on that was doing a set to get their 5 minutes for TV ready.
Okay.
So so it was like a great lineup, and then I hobble on. I did all right. It was a good gig.
Yeah.
I think Alison Spittle was the host, and she gave me loads of contacts. And then she went, "Oh, I haven't seen you around. How long are you at it?" And I went, "This is my first gig."
Oh wow.
And then she went, "I probably shouldn't have given you all those contacts."
Yeah, yeah.
Because she gave me like Aidan Bishop's email and all these
Yeah.
people. Yeah, Simon O'Keefe. And I remember, actually, back to the last one laughing briefly, because I remember I was watching it back going like, oh, they're showing a lot of Aisling B and stuff in this. I was in the corner talking to Dave. I should have been fucking, I was talking to the wrong person. You know? And at one point, you realise this hypnosis stuff isn't working. And he just started giving out about people. And at one point you're going, Simon, the guy who books the international bar, Simon O'Keefe doesn't fucking book me. I don't know why. And I was thinking, this is funny. And if I laugh at it, they have to keep it in. It would just be on Prime, you giving out about the international bar at the time.
I was giving out about the fucking international bar on that show.
Yes.
That shows you how But I mean, how
That's the
small-minded.
mentality,
Some
yeah.
shite fucking gig, and I'm going on about Simon O'Keefe.
I feel it's so
Fucking
personal.
hell.
Should be
Millions.
like,
There's no way I'll ever make
like
it big.
giving charity to the international.
So bad.
Bezos has pumped millions into this, and you're going, fucking intern.
The fucking intern. Oh, that's I'm
Sorry, but-
embarrassed. I'm embarrassed for me.
Yeah.
Me and fucking Martin as tiny little fools over
I
in the
know.
corner going beep 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 beep.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, Aisling B and Amy Huberman, yeah, they were just.
I just wonder what was going on that Aisling B was holding Amy Huberman for
Because
hours,
because
holding her up like.
yeah, no, they. I
What?
think because you know that they're stars, you know, so they're attracted to each other.
Yeah.
No. Maybe it's. I think you know because Aisling B. Are they mates? They're probably
I think
mates.
they're mates.
Yeah, but like,
yeah.
why would you do that? You know, I don't know. Just holding up another person and carrying her around.
What do you mean
I know.
carrying her around?
Yeah, she was. You know, like
I liked it.
Jack, describe. Do you remember?
No, I don't. I think no. I mean, they were just she was touching her fake tits and stuff.
No, yeah, but that's a different thing.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
a lot of times, she would be just like picking her up like a child.
Whoa.
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't know. I skipped through it. I put it on for my mum because she wanted to watch it, and
Was she proud? Like
Yeah.
on that picture?
yeah. You know, she keeps calling Jason. She goes, Jason Donovan was great on it. Jason Donovan. But I think she was like, oh yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
Have you noticed like a spike in your social media or anything since then?
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. I've definitely found everywhere being nicer to me in terms of like,
Okay.
oh, do you want to get on the radio? Do you want to do an interview on the radio to promote your gigs? Do you want to do something?
Yeah.
And like booking venues and stuff is so much. Just
Has it been easier
oh yeah.
Oh, that's
definitely.
that's
since last one laughing?
Well, I think the combination I have, having a bit of social media following anyway helps. so.
Your Instagram page really got big because of one or two really viral videos. Did
Just
it?
a couple of stand-up clips, yeah. It's all. Yeah.
That's it. So that is. I mean, it is. You know, you said you studied media or whatever.
Well.
No. I'm just, and I've talked about this so many times. I don't want to go on about it, but it is so revolutionary. The fact that there's no commissioning editor. There's no somebody looming over you. Giving you the green light. It's all there for you on the Instagram. You can just load up your clips, and if one of them goes really viral, you gather more and more people, and you can sell tickets off the back of it.
That's can I just interrupt? That's
Is that-
how Tony Cantwell got big. He just is. He's from Instagram or TikTok.
Yeah, but you
Yeah, but
also
it's
have.
not but it's not stand up. He's putting a filter on his face and doing a character or whatever.
Yeah, like now, but like
Yeah.
Does he do
started
stand- he
purely.
He does stand up now.
Yeah,
He does
yeah.
stand up now.
But he started purely on Instagram or TikTok.
Yeah.
You know, doing films and what I
Wouldn't
saw.
call them films.
You know, films, the shorts.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah.
They've got a beginning, middle, and an end. so.
And then one got viral,
Yeah.
like he got.
Scorsese wouldn't call what Tony Cantwell does a film.
Yeah, you
But I
know,
get
like,
you. I understand. Yeah.
you
Did you-
having a go at me?
No.
You know, like hello.
Well, you just slagged off my entire shit. Do you think the reason I'm here?
Supposed to be nice.
No, I know. But yeah, no, you went viral on Instagram with two sketches, all the old sketches, resharing them. Or was
Oh,
it?
the Savage Eyes stuff. Yeah, definitely. I got a new generation of people started appreciating them, which was great. So that introduced me to a new audience. And but just to me, it's amazing that you can record yourself. You come up with a funny bit, funny premise.
Yeah.
30 seconds, 40 seconds, and you get like, let's say 200, sometimes 400 new followers in a few days, and a tiny percentage of those people would buy tickets, but still, it's like a glimmer of light. It's hope that you can like I'm selling way more tickets now
Yeah.
than I ever have.
Yes.
And so that's down to the social media. So I'm so fucking grateful for it. It's because I hated Instagram, but then finally the penny dropped, and I think it's amazing. And also the fact that everybody has a phone in their pocket, so it's like creating a little mini TV show on people's phones, and they're always checking their phones, and it pops up. What?
I was just laughing because I actually saw Martin your stand up
Yeah.
a little bit, and then I remember one of your jokes.
Oh, yeah, go on.
I say it or kill them.
Here we go.
You said something. Nowadays, every person is staring at the phone of your phone for 4 hours. So my mother is staring at the phone for 4 hours, but she's just had a landline. Isn't it? Sorry,
It's that kind of thing, yeah.
that's
Yeah.
kind of,
Yeah.
I just ruined that.
I'm
That's
playing the
my
playoff
standard.
Can you hear that music,
Huh?
Jack?
Yeah.
You can hear it.
You can.
I can.
Oh, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was muted at the start, and I saw it. It was muted.
Oh,
on
it was
the-
muted.
Yeah, it was-
Thank you, Daniel.
and
Oh,
I-
you can.
Unfucking believable.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I realized it was unmuted.
Thank you,
during
Daniel.
the show, and I just unmuted.
How
it,
about
so-
that, Daniel?
So yeah, that was.
Wow, Jack. Let's put it on you guys. Let's just focus on Jack. Okay, Jack. What's your job, Jack?
Well,
Okay,
I wouldn't
Daniel.
call it a job, so to speak.
Ooh.
Yeah. Just keep it on Jack there. Just have the moment of silence.
For me. So anyway, my father is disciplining me for not having the sound on correctly, and he's valid in his anger, and
Now
know,
you're making me feel
let's-
guilty. Go on.
Is this on actual podcast channels now?
Yeah, it is. We put it up on Spotify. We
Wow.
we reached number
On
19,
podcast.
didn't we? In
At
Spotify.
one stage, but like not anymore. It's just
Oh,
fluctuating.
I'll check.
Hannah, hang on a second. Yeah, go on. What are we now? We're probably like.
I'll check. Hannah's being very pessimistic.
Yes,
you
yes.
know?
I'm not. I'm just being realistic.
Oh,
And honest?
start putting up the, trying to optimize the channel and everything,
Yeah.
monetization. We just started that.
How much? Oh yeah, how much money have we made? on YouTube?
We've earned, it's only the past few days.
Go
you know,
on,
so,
go on.
So we're up to under $2. No, but it's just small starts. You know?
Yeah. From small acorns, great
Yes.
disasters grow.
And do you have a YouTube channel, or do you
I
post on
do,
YouTube?
but a guy told me how to do TikTok and YouTube. And
Shorts,
but I'd never commit to it.
So do you load stuff on Instagram every day?
Not every day. I go through bouts of it. I'll get
Yeah.
like loads of footage and then cut it up.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of effort.
Yeah, I like doing it though. I must say,
Yeah.
I enjoy putting. It gives me a sense of purpose, and
Yeah.
I guess I like the relationship I have with people who follow me on Instagram, and I can sell tickets.
Yeah.
Like I've done a tour now, and most of the gigs have sold out. I mean, thank God. So I feel like that is as a result of creating a crowd from Instagram.
Yeah.
What were the but you had a media strategy. You said you did. You said you put up 30 videos.
A guy told me how to, again, so there's
Go
a guy, Irish comedian Dave Nihill in America. He's like 500,000 followers on Instagram and millions on TikTok or something. And he knew the strategy, which was you post a lot at once every day for like 30 days. And he knows all the times to post that. I don't know that.
Yeah.
But you post at a certain time. You edit the videos a certain way, fits the screen. You put your own subtitles on it. There's all these little tricks, and then after 30 days, something should happen. It depends on the material and what you're putting up as well. There's some stuff that is more likely to go viral.
Right.
I don't know what that is.
So in other words, yes, the algorithm sort of starts to look towards you if you hit these things.
The phrase he uses, you're feeding the algorithm.
Yeah.
So the algorithm knows, you're...
And shorts. They want shorts, loads of shorts.
Yes.
So,
shorts, we're not talking about YouTube, Jack. We're talking about Instagram, Jack.
Yeah.
What the hell? Are you following a different conversation?
But it's
all the same strategy.
But David, that's the same. That's the same algorithm, the same way it picks up.
Yeah.
So
I think he got a million.
To scream at Jack.
Yeah.
I was being playful, Hannah.
I know. But I think you.
I can stand up for myself, Hannah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. But he got 1 million on YouTube with the same technique. But yeah.
Oh wow, we really have to look into that then.
1 million on YouTube.
Just from doing shorts, like for 30 days. He was saying. But he was saying, according to him, there's not much money in YouTube. It was more. He gets it on TikTok.
Okay,
so he's doing Vicar Street this year, and I think it's nearly sold out. Off the back of you wouldn't know who he is if you don't follow him.
Right.
Kind of thing. And there's a lot of acts like that. You just tour around. You wouldn't know who they are.
Yeah. Well, the good thing about you and me, if I may say, that we have done the work, I mean, in terms of going to clubs all the time.
Yes.
So, we can back up if we do get viral and people buy tickets, whereas I think there are some people who just exclusively do Instagram, but if they do a show, it doesn't really, you have to put in the work.
Well, there's a big culture in England of comedians turning up. They all have the same sort of camera. You probably have one of these HD cameras, and they turn up to a club and do crowd work. Because they want to get a video to put online going on. They don't want to give their material away because they can't really write material.
Oh.
So they're doing crowd work, thinking of questions like, what's your favourite colour, madam?
Yeah.
just to get something to get online. So I don't really do crowd work. I just put up material anyway because I think it's like...
What's your ambition, your goal? Is it to be a presenter, to do TV? But I think you'd be very good at that, I have to say.
Yeah, I'd like to write something and get it made. I'm a little old school in terms of I would love to get money from a broadcaster and squeeze as much you can out of them. And they should make something that they don't interfere. Like I'm assuming the Savage Eye wasn't that interfered with by RT.
I love the way the
Savage Eye was interfered with.
No, it wasn't. No, we got notes from, I can't remember your man's name, the guy from Northern Ireland, the commissioning editor, and we'd ignore some of them and take some of them on board.
Yeah.
But weirdly, there was a window of opportunity there. Just the banks had fallen, all the revelations about the Catholic Church. So you could sort of get away with more because nobody was going to complain about satire, considering all these supposedly very respectable institutions were so corrupt and it was before the woke thing happened.
Right.
So it was a nice little window. So we got away. We could say a lot of stuff that you can't say today. But then again, I think it's a sign of a bad comedian when they complain, you can't say, you can't,
Yeah,
you can always fuck around with whatever era you're in.
Yeah.
The line is here and you play around with it and
comedians have been constantly saying you can't say anything anymore.
Yeah, they have,
It's always been, it's either been political correctness and now it's woke.
Well, let me say, some of the things you could do back then would be much more risky to put out now. But I guess that's the way, Benny Hill, could you put out Benny Hill now? I don't know. Would you want to?
Would you? Yeah.
Benny Hill. Why are we talking about Benny Hill? I'm fucking losing the will to live.
Anyway, we've been on an hour and 12 minutes.
Oh, shit.
Oh, really?
Wow, that's great. It shows you how exciting and amazing Martin is. I could just sit here and interfere with him all day. I hope you...
And vape me. Yeah.
Christ.
I just want to only know, did I really upset you telling a joke?
No.
What are you talking
No,
about?
I was just it's a cringy, really. Like
Yeah,
I'm
it
just
was. It was
think-
cringy, but it was very charming as a
So, yeah.
result.
Because I'm just thinking,
charming
like I'm
cringy.
telling.
No, because
your
he know-
joke
no, because
while
he
you're
know-
here.
No,
you
because he
know?
knows, but Martin knows that you've given enough of a shit to look into what
Yeah,
it
no,
does.
it's a compliment. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you probably have, people will quote back stuff to you, but they'll get it a little bit wrong.
Yeah.
That's the only you just
Yeah.
said it.
But it was
The
funny.
setup,
was
yeah,
funny.
no.
No.
Daniel, do we have Nicolas Cage news? Trivia about Nicolas Cage. Nothing trivial about Nicolas Cage.
B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P.
This is a segment.
Yes, this is a segment. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
All you have to do.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that. So Nicolas Cage is going to be starring in Lords of War, the sequel to Lord of War. Do you remember that film?
Yeah.
Lord of War. Yeah. Well, he's going to be starring in a sequel to that, Lords of War. He's going to be playing his character again, Yuri Orlov, and he'll be starring Bill Skarsgård, and he's going to be playing Nicolas Cage's son in the movie. And it's all about them fighting out to see who's the Lord of War.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just mindful of the fact that we've been broadcasting for 1 hour and 12 minutes. But that's nice. I thought last episode you told me Nicolas Cage was taking a fucking. Oh, he's only going to do 4 more films.
Yeah, 3 or 4 more films, and then he's apparently.
Oh, well, I think I reckon with Nicolas Cage's lifestyle,
he's going to retire and then retire into TV. That's what he wants to do.
Oh well, then yeah. So he's still going to be acting.
Oh yeah. Of course.
Yeah, because he lives quite an exorbitant lifestyle. He's quite ostentatious with his money, buying fucking dinosaur eggs and fucking whatever.
So is there a reason for Nicolas Cage?
No, Daniel was when he was young. He was kind of he loved Nicolas Cage, and so now we have like the news is just about Nicolas Cage. So, conspiracy corner, Jack.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, Dan.
So today on Conspiracy Corner, I'd like to tell the story of Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Has anyone heard of her?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I just recently heard the story, and it's trendy as well. So we want to, But
Gypsy Rose.
Gypsy Rose Blanchard.
Blanchard.
Yeah.
And you could.
It's an incredible story, and there's a TV series on Netflix called The Act, and it tells her story because it's just shocking.
I think there's a documentary on Amazon as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't know.
Promote
Dave.
Amazon. That word.
yeah. You love Amazon.
Yeah.
So you don't know, Dave. Okay, you can see whether you think she was justified or not.
Yeah.
in
I have
what
no
she was
idea.
doing.
Was she a singer?
I'm going to tell you what's
No,
going on.
it's
So,
just
so
Okay, can you speak into the fucking microphone?
I'm about to tell you. Do you want to listen?
Yeah.
Okay, so she's born in 1991, Gypsy Rose Blanchard, and she's got a single mother. So the dad left when he was 18 because he just realized he didn't want to be with her anymore. The mother.
Wait a second. The dad left Gypsy Rose Blanchard
Yeah,
when
the
the
kid.
child was
Mother,
18.
Yeah.
No, when she was a baby, like while the mother
Oh.
was still pregnant, right?
Oh,
Gypsy
you
Rose
mean
is the child.
Gypsy?
So
Where's
she's got-
Gypsy Rose Blanchard?
So they grew up
Just
in
listen because there's
they grew up where Hurricane Katrina was, so that's somewhere in Florida or something like that.
2005.
Okay. So she's got a single mother. So she's born, and if you see the mother, she's got a bit of a look about her that she's maybe not got all the screws there, you know what I mean? And I don't know, but anyway, so the mother believes that she's really ill, and she brings her to hospital, and the doctors start saying like, we don't think there's anything wrong with her, but she's really convinced that there's something wrong with
So
her.
the mother's mentally ill.
Yeah, probably. And
Okay.
she starts going on like she has leukemia. And eventually she starts going to different hospitals and convincing the doctors that her child is sick and like giving her more medication, right? And then Hurricane Katrina.
That's called Munchausen's by proxy.
Yeah.
So then Hurricane Katrina happens, and she claims that all the documents of Gypsy Rose Blanchard are lost. So there's no medical records. So this makes it easier to deceive everyone. So then Hurricane Katrina happens. The two of them get a lot of attention, and they get like a house set up for them, like from a charity. They're on the news. They're like the darlings of America. They're like showing this woman in a wheelchair and everything.
Who's the woman in the wheelchair?
The girl, the gypsy.
Oh, yeah.
They show her in the wheelchair and everything, and this goes on for a while.
The girl's name is Gypsy Rose.
Gypsy Rose, and her mother's name is Dee Dee.
Okay.
Dee Dee, yeah. So this is going on for a while. Like they're getting loads of money off it and everything like that. But eventually, obviously the relationship is really weird. Like she's like owning Gypsy. Like she doesn't let her go anywhere, and she's, giving her all this medication, and she's fine. So then it's uncovered that it's all a fraud, and she goes to the doctor, and she's got wrong with her is a bit of a lazy eye sometimes. Like she's got nothing else wrong with
Gypsy
her.
Rose.
Yeah, she's completely fine.
Okay, what's the point of this? Go on.
Anyway, okay, so she's trying to escape from her mother. Right. And her mother doesn't want her to escape because she's been looking after her all her life. And every time she escapes, she gets brought back. So she...
How old is she when she's trying to escape?
She's like 18, 19. Okay. She finds a boyfriend on a Christian dating website. Yeah. And starts telling him about the whole story. And eventually ends up manipulating the boyfriend into killing her mother. Okay. Right?
It's a true story, Jack.
Okay, go on.
Yeah.
But what's the conspiracy about this?
But what's the point of this story?
No, I want to listen. What's the conspiracy in the story?
I thought like her boyfriend is her brother or something.
No, the boyfriend killed her. But I was gonna ask you because people. So she's like, she eventually went to jail for a few years.
Not a few years, 8.5 or something.
8.5 years.
Gypsy Rose did.
Yeah. And she's just out.
She's like a really big star now.
And the guy, the guy killed them.
Yeah, he's in prison for murder. So she's on TikTok. And everything. She's a big star. But a lot of people support her. They say like she was right to kill her mother and stuff like that.
Well, of course she wasn't right to kill her mother, for Christ's sake.
She didn't kill her mother.
She was abused, or like right to get someone to.
Well, no, I think people would say that it it's not like there was motive. I mean, there was a lot of abuse. She wasn't in her right mind, but even still, go on.
Yeah.
And what's that? Is that it?
Well, yeah.
And now she's famous, and you're just are you questioning like should she really be getting that kind of level of attention, considering that she was partly responsible for killing her mother?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess I thought it was going to be an interesting story. But
Well. You see, maybe we don't know the full story, but and also you're saying that it's trending a lot. Like people are really following this story.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's just the fact that like.
But should we be doing this story because we want to get more hits? Do we care about this story?
Well, I care, but it's too short time to just have it brush off.
What did you?
Because the story is actually phenomenal. Because the procedures the mother put her through, she just actually had a feeding tube in her in her stomach. So she claims she can't eat. She said she has leukemia. She had her teeth pulled out because
she had her teeth pulled out.
Yeah, because of some sort of she had like an eye procedures. She had like what do you call it? The glands, glands removed.
Tonsils.
Not tonsils, salivary. What's
saliva glands.
Whatever it's called, removed forever. So she went through this whole stuff.
Oh my God!
And she's got this really high pitched, tiny little voice. And her mother forged her documents. So let's say she was 10, but she tell everyone she was 7. So she was completely sick. She said she can't walk. And she was on a wheelchair, but she could walk. Yeah. And she fooled all the doctors. Like, how the doctors could not see that she was... So it's phenomenal.
People are mental.
She was like getting like a star award as a child.
The mother was, or the child?
As a child, because she was suffering and all this kind of stuff. I mean, it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Okay, well, what's the conspiracy of it, though?
Well, no, it's
there's no conspiracy.
Maybe not quite a conspiracy, but it is a conspiracy because they had their
how
conspiracy.
Many followers she has now? She's got like 8 million. No, how many? Like enormous amount of followers, and she.
Hannah, we were going to do.
I already did my stand-up.
Okay.
My stand-up. I just say Gypsy Rose. There's a documentary about her just before she went to prison. Now there's a TV series about her coming out of prison.
Yeah.
She's getting more praise for murdering her mother than we did for Last One Laughing. Something's not right.
Can I just say we've learned a lot in this episode. We've learned a lot from each other. Myself and Martin Angolo, we're both comedians. I've been doing it for a lot longer than Martin. Martin's just starting off, 10 years in. It's still, young, and we met each other on this Last One Laughing thing, and
We met before that.
I know we met. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to do a roundup like Dr. Phil.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, we did meet before that, but I don't know. Do you think we got something out of the whole Last One Laughing? I mean, in terms of
Money.
experience.
Money. In terms of the experience, well, I know we were saying if we could, we'd love to do it again, knowing what we know now, how to do it. Like going on a show like that, I don't know. I think I'd be more.
I'm not. I don't. I think I might be able to give advice to somebody who is going on the show again, but no, it's too risky. No, I couldn't go on that show again.
A show
and
like
if
that.
it's just about money, I mean, I can figure out ways to make more money than I made in that show, so I wouldn't do it again.
Yeah.
Personally, but I could definitely give very good advice to somebody in terms of how to play the game. I think.
I think
couldn't.
Stay away, David.
Stay away from me. Would you like to do the show again?
I think
No, not that show, but there's similar. Like everyone wants to do, say, I don't know, like Taskmaster's the big one in England.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the new thing that everyone watches. And you get an audience from
Yeah.
doing it. But that's a sort of similar thing. We have to be fun and try yourself.
Yeah,
out.
I really want to create a very simple but entertaining kind of format.
Okay.
Do you have a format?
Yeah, okay, Hannah. You're really clipping my wings here. Okay, look, Martin, thank you so much, and I hope you will come back again. It was genuinely great to talk to you. You're a lovely man. You're a good man.
Thank you.
You're a quiet man. You're a gentle man.
Yes.
You are a man among men.
Can I mention my tour?
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm on tour at the minute.
I'm on tour as well. Where are you playing? Are you playing?
I'm all over, but if you follow me on Instagram, there's a link to everything. It's all selling pretty well.
Sorry, can people check out where your tour is?
Yes, there's a link.
What are
on-
your dates? Read them out.
Fucking hell.
Oh, fuck it. Go on. Do you want
The big one, the only one that needs help. If you're in Ennis, come to Ennis, would you?
what the Glore?
The
is it?
Glore. I'm doing
Yeah,
the
yeah.
That's in 16th of February. This will be
Yeah.
out by then. Yeah. Come to
So
the
listen,
Glore.
if you're in Ennis, do yourself a fucking favour.
Yeah.
Because Martin is brilliant. He's one of the few comedians I can watch.
What's your favorite comedian, Martin? If there is one, because
Yeah.
a lot of
still still going.
Apart
if
from
there
David
is-
McSavage.
Yeah.
if there is like whatever with
American, any
one
world
you
comedian,
would, you would listen.
I didn't get to see him when he was. I would have loved to have seen Sean Locke live.
Yeah. I saw Sean Locke live. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you
Yeah.
meet him?
Ah, yeah. Very funny guy. Really,
Yeah.
really funny.
Tell you what, yeah.
I think he really found his home on that 9 out of 10 Cats. It suited his vibe perfectly.
Yeah.
So there you go, folks. And I hope you'll come back again. It would be a
Love to.
pleasure. Thank you, Jack. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, beautiful Hannah. And we'll see you all next week on Tuesday.
Oh, you've earned the $2 from YouTube there.
Is that the new music?
We can try it.
We have to use new music.
It's not called